A while back I covered What If Pre Vizsla Killed Maul. It was highly requested and a part 2 was promised, a glimpse at what could be if the Mandalorian beat the Iridonian, what might come of Mandalore if Pre Vizsla's vision for Mandalore came true. If you missed the first video, I've dropped the link to it in the description below, so you can always go check it out and then come back for this one if you're still interested. But before we do begin, do remember to hit that subscribe button if you're new, as more new and regular content is always on the way here on Dank Ferric. Or just hit the like button if you enjoy the video. Otherwise, this is part 2, Aftermath.
I challenge you, one warrior to another, and only the strongest shall rule Mandalore.
So be it. Give him his weapon.
Maul lies dead on the cold throne room floor in the heart of Mandalore. Pre Vizsla's security card played as planned, locking up Maul's legs in the heat of the duel so he could land the killing blow with the dark saber. With Maul's suspected treachery exposed and now dealt with, the Death Watch holders of the capital would begin to get to work. After all, Pre Vizsla was a man of passion, drive, duty, and most of all, vision. He wouldn't stop now for a break just because he had the throne room and his conspirators were dead. No, he would push forward. He would make way to the great balcony that overlooked the plaza, calling over communications and local networks for the people of Mandalore to gather. News was coming right from the lips of Vizsla himself. People of Mandalore, we have won the day. We stand strong. The pacifists known as Satine Kryze, who tarnished and soiled our great heritage and traditions, has been removed from power. Freedom and honor of the ancestors and their ways prevails. Under my leadership as Mandalore the Reclaimer, you will thrive. We'll be known as the Great Warriors again, just like those in the old tales you tell your children. Families will have honor and armor to pass down through the generations. So here, I say again, welcome home. Welcome to Mandalore. And as he finished his speech, he would eject the darksaber, pointing its dark humming blade up toward the pale sky, a symbol of strength, power, and unity for not just him, but all Mandalorians. And as he did, the people cheered. They cheered on and on. They tried pacifism, and it couldn't even get them aid from the Republic when they were in need. So this, going back and finding roots, this was the way. This is the way. But now a month has passed, and Mandalore the Reclaimer, Pre Vizsla, has been hard at work. The people of Mandalore often walked around in armor now, more often than not. T-visors and even the unmasked were seen down each road, and the younglings were clothed in basic attire until they trained and eventually came of age. You could tell that there was a new security, and more so, a new confidence on Mandalore among the entire populace. Under Satine, they had so much to fear: the Clone War, invasions, bothers, pirates, gangs, and the villainized Death Watch. But now, as the entire world was mostly made up of warriors or warriors in training, confidence was there. Security helped keep the people of Mandalore feeling safer than they have since before the pacifistic government took rulership from the old. Then, with new policies in place, you could also find other things. For example, each district of the world had a main battle circle. Here, Mandalorians could fight in honorable combat to hone their skills and build reputations. These became a thrill to watch and partake in for men and women alike. There were even plenty of time when off-worlders would step into the circle, even if they lost to a Mandalorian more often than not. Next, you would find clan culture heavily restored. It wasn't as fragile or awkward as it became under Duchess Satine. Instead, the clans were strong and they were proud. Many were at peace in the start of this new era for Mandalore, and they all swore to follow Mandalore himself and do their part to ensure their world never fell back into such weakened ways again. Lastly, Mandoa would come back, the name of their language, the native original language of the world, and then of course Galactic Basic would still have a place, but Mandoa would be taught to the children and children's children as the new age went on and on. It would bring more of the true Mandalorian culture back to Mandalore, the return of culture that was promised by Pre Vizsla. Now looking beyond this, we have to wonder what this means for the dawn of the Empire. You've heard Boba Fett say it.
Moff has a light cruiser. It could be helpful in your effort to regain Mandalore.
You gotta be kidding me. Mandalore? The Empire turned that planet to glass.
And it's true, they eventually do turn the world to glass. They also claim all of the precious Beskar Gam, Mandalorian steel that is exclusive to the world and the warrior people of it. But with that in mind, it makes me want to turn this into an even longer series, depending on how this video does, because honestly, Pre Vizsla taking Mandalore changes a lot more than just the immediate future. It can actually shift a ton for a lot longer, well into the future of the galaxy, even if Vizsla himself dies one way or another. So with that, I'll announce that Part 3 is coming down the road, hopefully. In it, we'll turn to the rise of the Galactic Empire and what this change for Mandalore did at the time, and what it means when Palpatine's forces eventually come for the world of proud warriors. Would the Mandalorians stand with the Sith like in times of old, or would Palpatine try and wrap his grip around them? And would they be forced to clap back? Time will tell when Part 3 eventually releases here on Dank Ferric. But until then, thank you for checking out this video. As always, your support means so much. I'll catch you guys on the next one. May the Force be with you, now and always.